Hump Day. My usual welcome and salutation, I guess, or welcoming or greeting. Not quite salutation, right? Greeting. Yes, that's what it is. We're not saying bye quite yet. Anyway, my brain is a mush today because of the crazy energy of our supermoon. I'm still feeling it. I don't know how you guys are all connecting with this crazy energy, but I know I've been a mess. But anyways, I am your mini medium on the A1R Psychic Radio and the beautiful Moonstruck TV. And I am trying to get my cards a little bit mixed up here. I've had so much going on, and I feel like that I just need to breathe. So I want to start out. Let's pull our beautiful affirmation card first and see what our affirmation is for the day. And then we will get this show on the road. Let's see, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Perfect. Okay, so just so y'all know, the number that I have been seeing all day today is the number 23. So there you go. There's my number for the day. And it's been just a very strong number. It's definitely been one of those numbers where every time I looked at the clock, it was like, you know, 223 or 1223. It's just kind of an odd number. I think unusual. Um, and yes, it's an odd number. I can totally hear my dad, who has passed away, with his dad jokes, and he would definitely be saying, "Yes, daughter, 23 is an odd number." But y'all know what I mean, right? It's an odd number when it comes to spirituality, spiritual numbers. I feel like 23 is not a very common number. Um, so let's see what our affirmation card says today. Okay, well, I think we all can relate to this particular card and what it's telling us. So, your affirmation for everybody for the week says, "My patience is being rewarded. My turn will come." And okay, so let me just tell you really quickly. Let me repeat it again just in case. So, the affirmation for this week is such a good one for everybody. My patience is being rewarded. My turn will come. So, I have been really manifesting for some things to come into my life. And I literally had this conversation with my family just yesterday. And by the way, happy 4th for those in the US. Happy Independence Day. Um, Happy birthday, America. So hopefully you guys all had a beautiful 4th of July and you were safe. And if you are in a different country than the US, I hope you had a great day as well. And so anyway, going back to what I was saying, I'm having my ADHD squirrel moments, as I call them. So patience is being rewarded. My turn will come. I literally was telling my family that I am trying to I want to manifest uh, more with my gifts. I want to manifest more with sharing. I want to be doing large events. I want to get to where I am able to share my gift even more than I already am. And I am not patient. So I want it now. I want it now. So I'm learning this. I'm learning patience. I am a Gemini. Patience is not my virtue. So yes, patience is going to be rewarded. My turn will come. So thank you, universe. Duly noted and message heard. So hopefully that resonates and hopefully it connects with you all for this next week, but generally in all of life, right? I feel like, when we can be a little patient with our life and our destiny and just things in general, then personally, I feel like my life seems to go a little bit smoother. So We'll see. We'll see how this week goes, but I'm manifesting it, my friends. You mark my words. You all got it recorded. I will be doing large events pretty soon. It's coming. All right. Well, I'm excited and looking forward to my callers tonight. And my first caller is Shantae, and Shantae is in Texarkana, Texas. Hi, Shantae. This is the mini medium.
Hi,
How, how are you, hon?
I'm great. How about yourself?
Not too bad. Not too bad. Thank you. How can I help you tonight?
Well, I guess I was just want an overall reading as far as like my love life, my career, and relationships in my life and
Okay.
financial.
Okay. So I'll just, because we only have about each of my callers, about, gosh, it just varies, about 8 to 10 minutes. So let me, I'll kind of focus on one of those and see. And usually, whatever hits me first is usually what I feel that the universe or whoever my spirit guides really are wanting to to give that message. So, a couple things. First and foremost, I pulled a couple cards for you, and sometimes I'll pull my tarot. Sometimes I'll just go with my intuition. The first, the first thing that I feel that I was drawn to when it comes to the four different kind of topics that you brought up, um, really for me. Let me tell you, we'll kind of mesh your financial and also mesh that a little bit with your work and career. Does that sound okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, beautiful. Okay. Um, so a couple things that I am seeing. Now, I also, yeah, okay. I I also am a Reiki practitioner. So when I do energy work, and even just feeling energy, even through the phone or virtual, a couple things that are really affecting me at the moment. And the first one, and especially your cards, I'll show the cards on, if you go back and watch on YouTube or on Moonstruck TV. But the two cards that are pulling up, one is color green, the other is called indigo. It's an indigo color. Now, those colors of your chakras are the one is your third eye, and then the other happens to be your heart chakra. So when I'm looking at these, and really one is a cup and one is a sword, and the cup is reversed, the sword is right side up. So what does this mean when it comes to finances and work? Well, a couple things that I feel, especially with work, um, definitely whatever it is that you are doing right now, my friend, I don't feel is fulfilling your purpose. It's not fulfilling your soul. I don't feel that you're getting much out of what you're doing work wise. It feels very just, I know this is going to sound kind of harsh in a way, but it just feels empty at the moment. Does that make sense for you?
Absolutely.
Okay. And so when that happens, I mean, of course, then uh, then comes the financial part of it. Because when we're not feeling fulfilled at a job or a career, then our efforts are really not there like they would be if it was otherwise. So when I see this, the third eye connection, which is your beautiful intuition. And by the way, I can tell just energy wise and the visions I'm getting for you. You have a very beautiful intuition, Shantae. You have a very gifted way of connecting with people. And I also feel that you're very raw about it, meaning that you don't sugarcoat things, my friend. So, do you
Yes,
feel that you're that way?
yes, ma'am. Definitely.
Yeah, and I love that about you, and I feel others love that about you. So, when it comes to work, and I'm going to tell you that that number 23 that I have been seeing all day today, I have a feeling connects with someone on the other side, someone who has passed. because just as I'm sitting here, I really can feel you have a very strong, uh, supportive, like your best cheerleader. And this feels to me, a mother, grandmother. Have you had a grandmother pass?
Yes, ma'am. She just recently passed.
Okay, okay. So I feel that's why she's here. She knew you were coming on, my friend. She knew you were going to be here. Now, think of that number 23. If it doesn't resonate right away, I can tell you when I see the number, it's going to be connected to the 23rd of a month. This can also be February 3rd. This can also be, well, now that I think about it, we're in 2023. Did she pass this year?
Yes, ma'am.
Ah, okay. Well, there you go. Your grandmother is here, my friend. And I'll tell you, I've got goosebumps. I love this. And I feel like she is just cheering you on, telling you that she wants you to find that strength and that power within you, that all of the women, she's telling me that the generation of women, the lineage of women are all I'll just say bad A's. How's that? I'm going to be PG rated.
Yes,
Would your grandma literally say that? Because that's what I heard.
yes, ma'am. Definitely.
I love that. Well, she is definitely telling you that you need to go and find your purpose, my friend. And if you can find your purpose and have it be, um, you know, monetary gain from it, like, money, obviously, we still got to make money to live. But if you can mix the two of them together, then the green that this card is, the green is that heart chakra. And that heart chakra being that happens, then everything else starts to fall into place. You start to exude that beautiful, confident energy. And then you start to connect with other people that become drawn to you and the good people, and this is where you find your person or your soulmate. So it's like, once it's like a root cause. Once you find the root cause and you work on that, which is your shadow work, then everything else starts to bloom and starts to fall into place. And I'll tell you, your grandma being here right now and validating, I mean, the 23 just hit me that oh yeah, it's 2023. Just validates that she's like, yep, I just passed. We're only into July, but I need my beautiful, and it's funny, I hear her, then I would say a granddaughter. Um, but just know she's going to be your biggest support, your biggest cheerleader, and she's really going to be the reason why I ask her for that guidance, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, my friend, and I'll give you a date here, something that I saw coming too. Um, I want you to pay attention and watch for. Let's see, I write about the second week in August, so we're about 6 weeks out. I really feel that you have what I call a shift in your energetic kind of space, if you will, a shift in your journey where it starts to, or you start to see things going more in that positive direction. So just start manifesting, just like I said. Look how amazing, Shantae, that the affirmation fits for you beautifully, right? Just being
Yes,
patient.
ma'am. Yes,
That's the
ma'am.
hard part. Well, I hope this helps you, and I hope just knowing that your grandma just peeked in a little bit to give you that boost of confidence and cheering you on. Hopefully that'll help you get through a lot of this, okay?
Okay. Thank you so much.
Oh my gosh, you're so welcome. You have a wonderful night.
You too.
All right, hon. Bye bye.
Bye.
All right. Wonderful. Well, we've got time for another caller, and this is Janice in Texas. Hi, Janice. This is a mini. Oh, Kentucky. Where did I get Texas? Kentucky. My producer whispered in my ear, no, Kentucky. Maybe there's a connection with Texas with you. That happens a lot.
I
How are
don't know
you
of
doing?
anybody, but you never know.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. I always tell people that, if it doesn't make sense now, just give it some time and it will, and all of a sudden you'll be like, yep, that's what Stephanie was telling me. Oh, well, I am glad to meet you, Janice. How can I help you tonight?
I just basically wanted a reading. I've been going through some stuff, and just really stressed and anxiety high, and just wanted to see what you would say.
Okay. All right. Perfect. Well, let me see. I'm going to use my cards, I think, in your reading here. So I'm going to pull a couple cards for you and let's see what we get here. And ultimately, I really use I really connect more with my abilities, as I call them, or my gifts. And I just listen to those first and foremost. But sometimes it's nice to have the cards because they'll give you that visual validation of what's going on in my head, in my
Yes,
visions,
ma'am.
in things I hear, that kind of stuff. So, um, okay. This is so beautiful. Okay, so I pulled a couple cards, and I'm actually using my chakra tarot deck. And are you familiar with what chakras are?
No, ma'am.
Okay, I'll give you a really brief explanation here. So, your body has seven different, and I call them little rechargeable batteries, or they're portals, but they're energy. And you have your seven, it starts at the top of your head at your crown chakra. And then you have many that work down to your feet, or wherever, that some are drawn to your root chakra being in a different position. But the feet, I'm drawn to the roots. So, and really what it is that when those energy points are not spinning, they're not aligned, they're not activated, or you have any kind of blockages, or you have something that I call it kind of like sludge, it's just slowing you down, which it sounds like you've
Uh-huh.
got a little bit of that going on now, right?
Yes.
Okay. So, energy work is so very important. So, I can't express enough to everybody out there listening that working on your chakras, working on your energy can really help you to avoid health problems. It can help you to avoid, can't avoid stress, can't really avoid, anxiety completely, but energy work can help, at least manage it a little bit. So when I pulled two cards for you, both cards came out orange. And the orange within your chakras, this is your sacral chakra. So your sacral is really where it's where life is made. So this is really going to be where the lower part of your abdomen, so your uterus, your ovaries, your my gosh, bowels, kidneys, all of this. So the physical part of what the sacral, that is that's where that lies. So seeing that you pulled these two orange cards, some things that I feel that boy, yeah, I feel that can help you. Um, okay, I'm really drawn to two children uh, attached to you. Do you understand that?
I have a child, and then I lost a child.
Okay, okay. No, that's perfect. And I don't know if you noticed, I said two childlike energies. So that's what I pick up on when it comes to the children. So you've got one in spirit and one here in the physical world. Um,
Yes.
and so I feel there's some um, maybe even, is this a daughter, the one that is living?
No.
Yeah, the son. Okay. Okay.
Yes.
Did you happen to know what the sex of the child was that you lost?
Um, I don't, but my husband, he had a vision that it was a daughter.
Okay, I agree with him. So I'll tell you at the moment, I feel that I may be connecting to the soul of your daughter that has passed. That's why I asked if you had a daughter here, because I keep connecting with the daughter. So I agree with your husband there. Um, so just know that the mediumship part of my gifts is kicking in, and we're connecting and feeling the soul of her. Um, I also I I do feel some health issues, and that some of the health issues, and you don't have to be, whatever you're comfortable sharing, and I'll just be, um, I won't get too personal, but I do feel some health issues right in your lower abdomen or in your stomach area. Do you understand that?
I mean, I'm constantly swelled there. I've never been diagnosed with anything. I constantly swell in my stomach. I had to have a hysterectomy because of like some fibroids and different stuff. Um, but other than that, I don't know of anything current.
Okay. Um, so I'll tell you, you validated when I mentioned, the lower sacral, which I said, your uterus and your ovaries, which a hysterectomy would tell me why I'm being drawn to that area. But I would just say, I'm not a doctor. I can't really advise you, but I do feel that the stomach, but I feel more than anything for you, Janice, this is really just bacterial. It feels to me just getting on like a pro or a prebiotic can really help with some of the things you're having with your health. Um,
Okay.
I know. I know the distended stomach. I had that as well, and really they focused that down to the gut health. So I feel that could very well help you. Um, Now, it's interesting when I know this is going to sound kind of weird, but when I got ready to come on to do my show, I was so drawn to wearing yellow today, and I love yellow. And yellow is the color of your solar plexus, and your solar plexus is your stomach. So definitely, I've got some working to do on my stomach, but I want you to just be mindful and maybe go get some blood work done or go get started on a pro and a prebiotic because I
Okay.
feel health wise, this may help you. Are you feeling really tired and kind of run down?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
This is where Yeah, this root cause, this is what I'm telling you. I know people will come and they'll ask me a question. Well, I feel like my life is kind of all over the place. I feel like I'm just, tired, depressed. And, I say, well, let's do some energy work and let's narrow down where this root cause is. And I do feel a lot of what's going on is right at that stomach, right at that solar plexus, and maybe a little down into your lower abdomen where that sacral is. But
Okay.
I would definitely go see if you can't get just some baseline blood work done. And see. I do feel your vitamin D is low. I'm getting my sign for that. And that can help with energy, obviously, as well. So look into that, my friend. Um, and I'm going to tell you, we got a lot of estrogen in this room. I I am channeling. I feel. Have you lost your mom? Has your mom passed?
No, she's actually battling cancer.
Okay, that's probably why I'm drawn to her right now. Okay. Um, and sometimes when I'm drawn to the energy, then I have to differentiate, are they on the other side or are they going through um, kind of a spiritual transition here in the physical world? So, and so I do feel that I'm connected to your mom. And I just want to say, uh, you must be close with her. Are you pretty close to her?
Pretty close. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Okay, perfect. Okay. I felt a very strong bond between the two of you. And So please just uh, continue to be there for her, continue to support her, build those memories, while you have time with mom. Um, I do feel that I know it's so cliche and I hate saying this sometimes, but everything does happen for a reason. Um, and I feel like if anything, I'm going to tell you, your mom's energy is so strong and feisty as I connect with her energy. um, uh, and she may not be that way now, obviously, if she's not feeling well, but, uh, but I keep hearing the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. So for me, that says that you also have. Does that make sense?
It does make sense.
Good. I love it. Um, but I want you to keep in mind too, I keep going out to the month of September, right about fall time. And I really do feel that you're going to see where you are able to uh, it's almost like I'm getting my life back in control feeling. I feel like you're getting some balance in your life. So
Uh-huh.
keep that September month in your forefront of your mind, okay?
Okay.
All right, my friend. Well, I hope this helped you. I know these are short and sweet, but I hope it gave you some, inspiration for the future and maybe a little bit of preventative health stuff for sure.
Thank you for that.
You are so welcome. Well, I appreciate you calling and letting me do this reading for you. And you have a beautiful night, okay?
All right, honey. You too. Thank you very much.
Okay. You're so welcome. Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right. Okay, friends. Well, that's a beautiful night. I love it. I would say, what's that? That's a wrap. So I will see you guys all next week. This is your mini medium. Love you guys. Bye.